my badass boys and badass babes. It is your Doctor of Love, Dr. Vixen. And today, before we start this video, make sure you hit your likes and subscribe buttons down below. Today, I want to talk to you about something very serious, my little Liebschons. For today, we have to talk about a very sensitive subject. And I know some of you you don't want to hear this, but you know what? I have to do this to you. We need to talk about how Barbie should dump that loser Ken. You heard it right from the Vixen. Barbie needs to dump the loser Ken from her life, cut him out completely, and move on to find somebody else. You heard it first right here from the Vixen. Now, before I understand you need to get the little box of tissues. You go ahead and you get your little box of tissues. You can pause the video while I talk about this. Anyways, here is why Barbie needs to dump the loser Ken. Now, let's look back at the beginning, when Barbie was created. She was created in a time where women, let's just face it, were nothing more than slaves that were just basically given the title of housewife, whatever, okay? Basically, she was supposed to be the good little housewife for Ken, and so on and so forth. Now, you have to understand something. They dated for 43 years before they broke up in 2003, I think it was, or 2004. Somewhere in there, they had a breakup, but they were dating for 43 years. I'm sorry, I get a little emotional. A man who cannot commit after 43 years, that tells you a lot of something, but we'll get to that in a moment. Anyways, they got back together around 2014, but who cares? Point is, we're going to be analyzing why Barbie needs to dump Ken. Now, let's look back at that premise where she's a housewife, all right? Ken's getting her this, he's getting her that. No, he's buying her all these things. Now, you have to ask yourselves this question, my little Liebschons. What does he do for a living? Can anyone point to me and tell me what Ken does? Is he, like, say, a businessman? Is he a teacher? Is he a doctor? Is he a scientist? Can anyone really answer that question? Because, I can't. It kind of makes you think, since we can't define Ken's job. Question is, where does he get all these objects for? His little Barbie girl. And I have my own theories, but I cannot prove it. So this is just my wacky conspiracy theory about Ken. All right, he is the world's biggest drug dealer. All right, think about it for a moment. He has all this money that he can buy Barbie all these houses, all these cars, and he really doesn't have a job. So kind of the math adds up, but that's just my own delusional opinion. All right, so we have that little issue. Now let's go back. Says Ken cannot commit to Barbie. Ken should have listened to the Queen, Beyonce, and he should have put a ring on it when he has the chance. He had 43 years and he could not commit. My God, talk about performance anxiety. But anyways, let's just look at this. And this is just kind of my philosophy and theory as to why Barbie decided, you know what, I need to get my own job and just move on. And when she found out she could do, she could be a business owner, she can be a rocket scientist, an astronaut, she has a whole list of jobs she can find out she can do, which means she does not need that loser Ken. He doesn't want to, put a ring on it. Hey, Ken, put the ring on it. Hint, 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 wait. But no, there's more. Ken, you should have put the ring on it. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, Barbie is an independent woman now. She doesn't need the Ken dial. She doesn't need him. Because let me tell you something, Barbie. After 43 years, as they say, this is a game of inches. Yes. And when you're not even batting, Ken, this is parts for you. If you're not even batting at least 1 inch on this little game here, guess what? You deserve not to play. Because, Barbie, if you like plastic, I know pieces of plastic that will definitely do more than any Ken doll. But let's just go back to the premises of why Barbie needs to dump the Ken doll. Well, like I said, first of all, she's an independent woman. She doesn't need him to buy her cars and houses. She has her own job. She has her own money. So, Barbie, you need to dump him, not only because you're a strong, independent woman, but you're also, like I said, you can, if you like plastic, I know plastic that will definitely give you, let's just say, a certain rise in perspective. And probably the third reason why you should dump Ken, commitment issues. I've kind of alluded to this in this conspiracy nut job theory of mine, but think about it. 43 years. He's been dating you for 43 years, and he has not decided to pop the question. Are you really sure you want to be with some man who cannot commit to you? I think he's eyeing your younger sister, Skipper, but that's just my philosophy. So, Barbie, if you're looking for 3 reasons to dump the Ken doll, number 1, let's just face it, you're independent, you don't need him. Number 2, it is a game of inches. That was directed at you, Ken. You should learn this one. And finally, he can't commit, so he should have put the ring on it, just saying. Now that I've done bashing Ken in, I'm just kidding, I still got more I want to bash Ken on. But it was my little Leapshons. Barbie, do yourselves a favor, sell everything that he has given you and make it your own. Buy your own house. Buy your own car. Be that independent woman that you want to be. Now, as for you, Ken, here's an idea. Get a real job. Let's see if you can actually hold the real job, okay? Let's see if you can actually be the man that Barbie deserves, okay? If you cannot accept that she is a strong, independent woman, then guess what? I think you should go find some, how can we say, some other sucker for a woman. Well, my badass boys and badass babes, hopefully this little video has entertained you, because guess what, my darlings? Ken is a loser. That is just my philosophy. Barbie is the real hero, and Ken should be grateful that Barbie puts up with his sorry, low self-esteem. No, he doesn't have low self-esteem. I can't say that. But basically, at this point, Barbie has become the sugar mama. Ken is nothing more than a glorified little beach boy. You heard it. Well, anyways, my badass boys and badass babes, hopefully you got some laughs and some information about the Ken doll. Anyways, who's your vixen and bye-bye.